Dance Arts of Columbia provides fitness fun for everyone from 3 years old to adults. Dance Arts is a good environment where the friendly staff makes you feel comfortable. Dance Art feels that dance is an art form that you can experience firsthand by learning tap, jazz, modern, musical theater, lyrical, and ballet. Dance Arts urges you to enjoy a sense of accomplishment while getting fit and having fun. For class information, call 875-1569. Dance Arts of Columbia, serving Columbia since 1979.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends. This is Friday. It is August the 10th, and I've got one guest today, a very interesting lady. And I think we go back many, many, many years ago.
Oh,
yes. You were on Pepper and Friends talking about foster grandparents.
Yes, in the 80s, early 80s. Yeah.
Julia Faulkner Tompkins.
Correct.
3 names. I like that. That's so classy. Julia Faulkner Tompkins.
Hyphenated, of course.
Okay, right. And you have written a book, A Not So Sweet Life. What is the book about?
It is about children being wrested from their parents during the war before Hitler supposedly was going to invade England. And we were sent to America on our own.
So this is your story.
This is my story. And how long we were here and what happened to us.
So let's back up a little bit. What happened? Your parents sent you to the United States to protect you from Hitler.
From invasion. I mean, in wartime, you save the children. They are the future, after all. Mm-hmm. So we were sent with a temporary nanny to friends of theirs. I had never met them, of course. I was only 4.
You were 4 years old when you were separated from your mother and father.
Right.
Do you remember anything about that experience?
It's there. Because it was so traumatic, I have been able to remember many, many things that happened. And in some sense, it was horrible, but yet I overcame it by I imagined a portcullis, if you know what a portcullis is, mm-hmm. from a castle. It's a by the drawbridge, and mm-hmm. it drops down. You can see out, but you can't get hurt. Mm-hmm. And
so this is how you got through it, by imagining that.
Yeah.
4 years old.
Yeah.
So you came with your brother or your sister?
My sister, who was 2.
A 4-year-old and a 2-year-old sent with a nanny. How did your parents make this happen?
May I read?
You've got a little bit of the book.
Yes.
All right.
I'll just read this. Nanny had her hands full. Trouble had started with my 2-year-old sister desperately crying, screaming as she struggled in poor Nanny's arms, stretching her chubby baby arms back towards Mummy as we walked up the gangway, more like a gangplank, and disappeared behind a tarpaulin. That may be an English pronunciation. I can hardly bear to think of the anguish Mummy must have suffered as she caught that last glimpse of us going to an unknown future, provided, that is, we weren't blown to smithereens by the U-boats. Years later, my mother recalled, so we went on with the ghastly morning in Liverpool. Given the same options again, I would never have parted from them. The war and the separation changed our lives irrevocably, yet we survived when many did not.
Mm-hmm. And you survived. Your parents survived.
We all survived.
What do you remember about your days in the United States after leaving your parents at 4 years old?
Well, 2 years in Cincinnati, and it was quite different because this was a family who had 4 big boys, and they really had no idea what to do with 2 little girls. Mm-hmm. And I think we cried a lot. And in fact, we were called wailing women. But we recovered, and I went to kindergarten there in 1st grade, and then we were moved to New York City with an elderly doctor and his wife who gave us undivided attention and gave us all the wonderful things that were going on in New York, like the pantomime. And
So when and how were you reunited with your family again?
Around, early 1944, the war was not going well for the Nazis, and the parents thought it was perhaps time to come back. I mean, even though there were still submarines mm-hmm. in the Atlantic, but we went back by ship in convoy.
Your parents sent for you?
They sent for us, and we went back in convoy. It took probably 14 days because everything was so slow, mm-hmm. the ships having to veer this way.
Maneuver in and
Yeah,
out of
right.
where they thought harm's way was waiting.
Right, and then if one captain of a ship was not paying attention, he crashed right into the side of our ship. So that was another adventure.
So all of this is in the book.
All of it is there.
Yeah.
And more.
What was it like when you saw your parents again then?
Well, it was sort of like meeting somebody you hardly remembered. I only recognized their faces. My sister, of course, had no idea who these people were.
Because she was 2 years old.
Well, when we went back,
you
she
left,
was
yeah.
6. So she pointed out, she said, "Look, aren't those people funny running towards us?" And I said, "That's Mommy and Daddy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I find amazing is the fact that you remember all of the details of this.
I do. I don't know how. I have a good memory.
Yeah. Well, you know, and I do not doubt you at all. The book is called A Not So Sweet Life, or Reflections in a Red Convertible. Now, how'd you come up with that? Here, the book has a red convertible on the cover. So why that title?
Well, the book goes from year 1 to 18, okay? And I got married stupidly at 18. So my husband was working, I was finishing up college, and I decided I would have a last fling. And I rented a red convertible. And suddenly I had an awful lot of friends. But anyway, so I enjoyed that for a month. And then I was returning the convertible to the garage or the dealership. And I happened to look in the rearview mirror, and all of a sudden, all these memories came flashing. I mean, it was instantaneous. And I just thought, gee, what a nice, I can begin that way and end that way.
Okay.
So it ties it all together.
Okay. And the book is available where?
At Village Books or for me.
Okay. And how would someone get in touch with you if they want the book? Do you have a website?
No, I don't, but I would be willing to.
Can they ring you up, as
yes,
they say in
can.
England?
Yes, they can ring me up.
What's your number?
Oh, dear.
Well, how are they going to get, if you don't want to give your number on the air, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's available at the Village Bookstore.
Yes.
The Village Bookstore.
And they will know how to get in touch with me.
Okay, and they will ring you up. I wish you continued success with the book. How long ago did you write it?
Oh, I took a course with Win Horner, and I started writing vignettes for her, and I suddenly thought, gee, all these are fitting nicely together as one serial.
Yeah, so let's make a book out of it.
Yes.
That's exactly what you did.
And I'm writing the sequel.
Oh, there's a sequel to this?
Yes.
Okay. Julia, thank you so much for coming by. Julia Faulkner-Tompkins, pleasure seeing you once again.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
All right. And thank Joe Manhart for the limousine drive down here today.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Monday, we're out of time for today. Monday on our program, we've got a mushroom workshop and we've got recycling news for you. Our program directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Danny Morrison. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. And if you'd like to watch this program or listen to it again, go to kbia.org. Click on Talk Shows, and then Radio Friends, sign up for a free vodcast or podcast. Bye-bye.